Ballgame. Ball game.
Welcome, soccer fans, to the Credit Union of Texas Event Center here in Allen, Texas, where the Dallas Sidekicks face the Ontario Fury, and they get a second bite, do these Sidekicks, at the proverbial playoff apple. They get another shot to get in, win, and they're in. I'm your host, Matt Thorne, along with my man, Fast Eddie Puskarich. Eddie, what do you think about this game today?
Well, first of all, welcome to all the Ontario fans who are tuning in, and the Sidekicks fans on our new platform called Twitch for all MASL soccer. So we're excited to have them on board. We got a great game tonight. Both teams got to win.
Absolutely, and don't let that 5-streak loss by the Ontario Fury fool you, because this is a very, very good team, and there's a guy you got to keep an eye on. Who is that?
Well, Kansas City has Leo Gibson. Milwaukee Wave has Ian Bennett. The Ontario Fury, they have Frank Tayu, one of the best players in the league, and he is special, and he's a goal-scoring machine. King
Tayu, they call him. They're going to have to try to assassinate the king tonight, and to do that, they need a man from the Sidekicks to keep an eye on as well. Who's that?
Well, a little bit of David and Goliath here. We have a little fella named Sebastian Mendez who played like a giant on Thursday. He scored his first hat trick of the season. The goal is, can he do it twice?
Yeah.
The Sidekicks need him to.
Indeed, the rookie is having a heck of a season. Folks, I'm going to tell you playoff implications tonight. Come back right after these messages.
Can you at least pick it up?
Welcome back to the Lone Star State MASL fans, where we have two teams fighting for a playoff spot.
Dallas, they had their chance to clinch a playoffs position on Thursday against Milwaukee, but admittedly felt the absence of a number of their key players. Expect to see back in the lineup tonight Juan Gamboa, David Ortiz, Oscar Romero, and Cody Ellis. Sidekicks head coach Ricardinho told me not having those players on Thursday was no excuse, but he felt a difference today with his team having some of those veterans back. He also did confirm their forward Luis Morales will not be playing in his second game now. Let's take it back to Matt and Eddie.
And welcome back to the Credit Union of Texas Event Center. Matt Thornton along with Eddie Puskarich. Fast, Eddie. All right, keys to the game today, my friend. Big game. What do we have to do here?
For Ontario first, you know, they've got to feed Taiyu, feed the bear. The guy's one of the best players in the league. Get him the ball. And they've got to stop the bleed. They've lost 5 games in a row. They're a good team. They've got to get back on the win column. And for the Sidekicks, you know, it's very simple. Stay out of the penalty box. 3 penalties on Thursday, 3 penalty goals, and they lost by 3 goals. And then lastly, they've just got to play all 4 quarters.
Yeah.
They're very streaky. They got to play all 4 quarters.
And here's an opportunity from Cameron Brown quickly, right off the kickoff.
To kind of start the Sidekicks need right there.
Indeed. And boy, Sidekicks pressing here. And that's Jamie Lovegrove on the back of Pacheco. Pacheco trying to turn, can't, does. And there's David Ortiz and a slide tackle, and that's Rio Ramirez. Rio Ramirez with the opportunity, and Pacheco on the back of him, and that's going to get a call from the referees. And hey, speaking of referees, the officials for today's match are brought to you by Capelli. Capelli is the official uniform sponsor of the MASL game officials. Today's officials are Chief Shane Butler, referee Daniel Radford, assistant ref Jim Mills, 4th official Josh L., off-field Bill Berry. Already some good pressure here, some good plays. And there's that man, George DeLeon, the former Mesquite Outlaw, coming back to town, the Dallas kid.
Homecoming.
And Sebastian Mendez now, the man with the hat trick against Milwaukee. Had a great game. One of your guys to keep an eye on, Eddie.
Yeah, I hope he can bring 2 in a row. He's quick. He's got a nice little left foot, a very, very quick shot.
Indeed. Here's Varela.
Good crowd today. I expect a really high-paced atmosphere.
Great crowd.
This is playoff atmosphere
Playoff
already.
atmosphere indeed. I mean, man, fans are stoked. Players we talked to pre-game were excited. Christian Quintana back to Varela. And there's that man, Israel Cisse, jumping in front. And in goal today is Clayson DeLima. Chris Toth said before the game, told me he was having a little bit of an ankle injury.
Yeah, that's a big loss. I think Toth is one of the best keepers in the entire MASL. You see on the replay here, just a little simple foul by Cody Ellis.
Cody Ellis back in the lineup again.
Yep, he was suspended for 2 games, so it's good to have him back in the lineup.
Cisse looking long for that man, Frank Taiyu.
What a big beast he is.
He is a beast, and you got to watch this Mike Jones on Taiyu matchup.
Yeah.
It's a great one over the years. Don't know what kind of a tackle that was from Cameron Brown. Oh, and there's Nestor Hernandez sneaking in with the header. What a great opportunity for Ontario.
Not quite sure what Cameron Brown was doing with that tackle.
Here's Oscar Romero back in the lineup too, pestered, and able to get it past and off the wall. And there's the goal. That is Silva with the goal, and a great
they're calling
play.
it off. They're calling it off. They're calling it off.
Uh-oh.
Referee's going to have a little bit of meeting. They called the foul before.
Wow.
It's an unfortunate situation, but the foul was called before the play continued on, and it cost the Sidekicks an early goal.
Oh, my goodness, man. I tell you what, that's just a stolen goal. There's Jamie Lovegrove off the wall. Cisse picks it up.
That's a big, big, big play early on.
Back-to-back games with goals taken away, Eddie. Ouch. Jamie Lovegrove to Silva, looking for Bradley Valadez.
But I like how the Sidekicks are pressing high.
And Valadez with the foul.
You've got a team like Ontario that's lost 5 in a row. You know, they get that taste in their mouth. You want to keep them on their heels by pressing right now.
Frank Taiyu is down long. Justin Stinson. Back to, Goncalves. Goncalves again.
Now you've got Cody matched up against Taiyu.
Stinson. And there's Taiyu. And there's a shot on high. Oh no! My goodness, you know Robert Palmer wants that ball back.
Oh, he just hopped up on him as he shot too. Dallas was lucky there.
Oh man. Well, that ball certainly took flight indeed. And speaking of flight, the official match ball of the MASL is designed and produced by Flight. Flight works closely with professionals and experts at the MASL to ensure the ideal standards for indoor soccer from training to game day. Flight is the premier partner of choice. Flight, challenge everything.
And speaking of Flight, I'll get back to that in a second.
Ooh.
Speaking of Flight, there's a new ball that the MASL has unveiled. It's supposed to be a little bit easier to view on our Twitch broadcast, so we'll see how that comes into play.
Yeah,
players.
Kind of
a ball's a ball.
Neon color,
yeah,
right?
A little bit brighter color. You know, but a ball's a ball, Matt. You know, it's round. It's got some air in it. Both teams got to use the same one.
Directing traffic. Here's Juan Gamboa. Long ball. Oh, out. But thankfully across that yellow line, so not top of the arc.
We used to play with an orange ball back in the day, Matt. So, and not the ball that you use out in the snow either. I'm talking about an orange ball indoor.
Indeed. DeLima.
I like how Cody is fronting Taiyu right now.
Long. And that is Uzi Taiyu, by the way. That's the brothers Taiyu. That's Uzi. And I think I called him Frank earlier. It's easy to get the brothers mixed up, but that's Uzi.
Well,
now on Cody Ellis.
They're both big.
They are big. They're big. And they eat up space, for sure. De Leon here. He's dangerous. He's got a shot. And, just barely missing wide on a deflection.
Yeah, that almost caught Gamboa wrong-footed.
It did. Alvarado. Again, Ontario.
I like these orange uniforms, though, like a reddish-orange
Rio, great defensive play. Rio, the long shot, and just over.
Yeah, he tried to chip him. I got no problem with that.
He would step on you there,
No
partner.
problem. It was a good effort by Rio. You want to get every chance you possibly can. And it looks like Taiyu is changing for Taiyu.
Taiyu for Taiyu. It's interesting. They've got Uzi Taiyu, who's the defender, was playing up forward there. So maybe a bigger body is what the head coach for Jimmy Nordberg for Ontario is trying to do.
Dallas pressing high again, right off the distribution.
And a long ball here is Taiyu. And Mike Jones quickly in front of it. Nestor Hernandez collects. There's Cisse. Cisse operating, some fancy footwork.
Yeah, he's a quick player as well, too. You'll see him on the ball an awful lot. Also the captain of this Ontario Fury team.
Hernandez. Back to Goncalves. Nestor Hernandez. That's Perez. And Juan Gamboa easily just out. Oh, and Cisse, he got to it. Good play there. Cisse. Goncalves, and there's a shot, and there's the goal from Nestor Hernandez, making it 1-0. Ontario Superman is in the house. 9:04 in the first.
Well, give that one all to Thiago when he just took the ball on this left flank here and just plays the ball to the back post for an easy tap-in. Dallas got caught with leaving Thiago open here on this far side. You'll see in the replay here, just a simple pass to the backside. It's an easy tap-in for Hernandez.
Man, I'll tell you, and he loves playing here. Played 3 seasons with the Sidekicks. Knows this team very well. I call him a Swiss Army knife of indoor soccer, and also a great human being off the field.
How often do you see players return to their original franchise?
Yeah, and do some damage, yeah.
Always a little extra something, isn't there?
A little extra tank in the gas, no doubt about it. And there's Cody Ellis.
Well, how big is that first goal that was called back now?
Oh, and Uzi Taiyu with a fancy kick out of bounds. Yeah, a big call there.
Big. Well, in the playoffs, they'll have a chance to After a little bit of review, I wonder if that would be one of those plays that will be reviewable.
Yeah, that would be a coach's challenge potentially. Cameron Brown off the wall. DeLima's 3, 1, and 2 losses.
Oh, that's too many guys on the field.
There we go. Yeah.
Yep, he left the boards way too early. And Daniel Radford, one of the officials, caught that one pretty quick.
Yep.
That'll give the Sidekicks a quick power play.
A mental mistake there on Ontario. Excuse me, going back to Clayson, DeLima has 3 wins, 1 losses, and 2 overtime losses. So, you know, a very good player, 6.26 goals against average, 68% save percentage. So they obviously toast one of the best in the league, but, you know, DeLima.
It's good to have a backup like that,
yeah.
isn't it? Absolutely.
Indeed.
Now, this is where Dallas has to improve from Thursday's game. They were 0 goals scored on their power play, and they gave 3 up on the power play kill. So it's important they get something here in their own power play. Cameron Brown quarterbacking this one. Jamie Lovegrove back to Brown. Varela down to Ortiz. Sebastian. And there's a shot. Jamie Lovegrove just high on that shot. Good ball by Mendez off the post to find Lovegrove. Off the wall, excuse me. Varela. And the shot from Varela off the wall. For Oscar Romero down low. And here's Mendez. Mendez with a quick shot, and the stop from DeLima. That's how quick Mendez is, though, Matt. He just good first touch and just a quick release. Mendez again. Nice cross to Jamie Lovegrove. Settles it down. Cameron Brown. Cameron Brown to Varela. Over to Lovegrove, and there's the shot. Oh, it just blocked, and Nestor Hernandez clearing it out smartly. 1:02 left in the power play. Yeah, good movement by the Sidekicks in that first minute. The faster that ball moves, the slower the defenders can react. Cameron Brown to Romero. Brown. Varela. See it slowing down again. Oh, it's just a little misstep, and here's an opportunity. Nestor Hernandez, if he can get there, and Varela defending. Hernandez going to just rag this time out as much as he possibly can. 26 seconds left, and there's the stoppage whistle. Brilliant little play by Nestor Hernandez. Yeah, unfortunately for Varela, the ball hit his plant foot. Yep. Cost the Sidekicks more time. There's only 26 seconds to go. And Tayu with the drop ball. Sidekicks regain. Lovegrove. Mendez back to Lovegrove. Across is Varela. Has space. Varela. Oh, and a diving save by DeLima. Romero back to Cameron Brown. Lovegrove. Lovegrove again. Oh, and just high. And that is the end of the power play for the Sidekicks. And not enough there. Just not enough there for the Sidekicks, I don't think. Ontario leading 1-0, 6:34 left in the first. Comeback right after these messages.
MASL Primetime is the home for the best highlights, interviews, and action from the MASL each week. Catch the latest episode each Wednesday on MASL TV with Alex Baskavinsky.
Welcome back to Allen, Texas, where the Ontario Fury are leading the Dallas Sidekicks 1-0, 6:34 left in the first. Exciting match already. We got some fireworks.
Really good. Good atmosphere, good crowd today in Dallas at this event center. And I just can't emphasize how big a game this is. Dallas has got one game after this in Milwaukee next Saturday. They do not want to go to Milwaukee with needing a victory. Definitely not. And then Ontario's got 2 more games after this against Florida and San Diego, 2 of the top 3 teams in the league. So they want to get as many points they can against this Dallas Sidekicks team.
DeLima, the long throw to Tayu. And Valadez, good defense there. Mike Jones. And trying to get it. Oh, and maintains possession. Has Valadez with an opportunity. And the shot. And there's DeLima with a beautiful kick save with his right foot.
What a great save that was.
Man, DeLima putting on a clinic here, looking very Chris Toth-like.
Yeah, that was a great toe poke though by Valadez. I thought he had him beat, but a great toe save. One toe for another toe. Another toe for another toe. Cisse back to DeLima. DeLima looking short here.
Everyone now, defense.
Cisse again.
Got Anthony Powell on the field for his first shift in the Sidekicks. Another high-power scoring threat for Dallas.
Yeah, a man who does not have a point this season, looking for his first points of the season. And Stinson with a nice move. And Lovegrove, beautiful job on the defense, has an opportunity on the counter, waiting for his teammates. And the cross, and there's the cross. And just sliding there was Stinson, getting that ball out of trouble. Beautiful defensive play from the forward. And the shot off the wall, DeLima, that's Silva. Jamie Lovegrove, and DeLima again with a punch out. And here's an opportunity for Frank Tayu, looking for help, cannot get it across. Anthony Powell backtracking, does a nice job there. He tried to play Perez on that back post though. It was a really good read by Gonzalez. That ball just not going in the goal right now. DeLima's doing a great job. Man, he's already doing it. Already a factor. Job. Cameron Brown here. Cameron Brown pestered, and he'll get that call. That's number 11, Juan Tepete. Mike Jones over to David Ortiz. Also back from suspension, so hopefully he'll stay out in the penalty box today. Leads the league in penalty minutes. Not a stat you want to be talking about if you're a Sidekicks fan. Indeed, Sebastian Mendez battling George De Leon. Good read by Jones. Mike Jones steps in front of it. And that's got to be against Ontario. No, it's not. Really good play by Hugo Magana. Yeah, you see on the replay here, Mike, he read it early and then used his back arm to kind of held off the defender. The referee on the far side had his hand in his pocket there for a quick instant. And I was hoping he wasn't going to take anything out. Here's Pacheco. Here's Tayu. Back to goal. Christian Quintana. And that's a foul for sure. Yep. Christian Quintana. That's another big couple of bodies. Quintana on Tayu. That's just physical matchup versus physical matchup there. They're calling for the back off, and they're not going to get it. Quintana's got Tayu almost in the goal itself. And there's Quintana, good defense there, denying Tayu. Great defensive play. You got a couple of big bodies. You got Mike Jones, Cody Ellis, Christian Quintana can all play with those Tayu brothers, the brothers Tayu. And you've got Juan Gamboa back in the pipes today, so that's going to be huge. And the fouls here are 2-2. Yeah, good start. We've got 3 minutes, 3:45 left in this first period. Frank Tayu again back to goal, looking for the turning. Christian Quintana, good defense again. Tayu already looking frustrated. Mike Jones all the way up off the board. And good job by Cisse winning that ball from Oscar Romero. Yeah, that was relentless defending by Cisse. Nestor Hernandez looking for an outlet, doesn't have one. Spinning, turning. Tayu across. Yeah, a little bit of an issue. No, I'm sorry. I thought Powell was going to be stuck in the back here. This is Alvarado.
being the last defender, but it didn't work out that way, thankfully.
Back to DeLima. DeLima pressured. Careful. And sends it up to Perez. This is Stinson. That is Robert Palmer. Oh, and Tayu again looking for the call, unable to get it. Rio Ramirez, great defense. And here goes streaking Anthony Powell. Anthony Powell with a shot and the save, DeLima. Nice save by DeLima. Just one-on-one, a good play by Anthony Powell.
If he could take his touch more towards the goal, he would have had a better angle, but he kept it wide and gave DeLima the better angle. It's great if he goes wide, if we have somebody in that back post to slot it home, but Jamie couldn't get there fast enough.
Great point. Cisse. It's Pacheco. Back to Cisse.
Everybody defense.
Cisse. Quick little move. And the long ball. Looking for Tayu. And the shots on goal right now are the Sidekicks 5-1, and the one, perfect.
It only takes one, doesn't it? So.
Here's Mike Jones stepping in front. Oh, and just an unlucky little bounce there.
But I like how Mike stepped in front there. If we can step in front of the attacker, it'll create more attacking opportunities for the Sidekicks.
Yeah, Mike Jones has been the King's assassin over the years. He plays Tayu extremely well, and tonight is doing a nice job.
Second in the league in blocks as well, too.
Yes, indeed. Goncalves, and there's Tayu. Back to goal, turning, and Mike Jones again. Tayu maintains possession, gets it back, goes across to De Leon. 1 minute remaining in the first.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good half. Only one goal though, huh? But plenty of opportunities.
Good first quarter indeed. Silva defending.
We'll give DeLima credit for having a one goal.
Palmer over DeLima. Yeah, I'll tell you right now, you're absolutely right. DeLima, a couple of nice saves. DeLima long, looking for Tayu, and Mike Jones there again. Jones sticking tight, unable to turn, denying that turn. George De Leon now. Gives it to Palmer. Palmer looking long and is going to find De Leon. De Leon gets there, and there's an opportunity and not able to tap it in, but a great opportunity for the Ontario Fury.
Yes.
Just missing.
Sidekicks really dodged the bullet there. That was just rolling right across the face of the goal. Waiting for someone to tap it in.
Frank Tayu is defended by Mike Jones, and there's the foul. And we're going to get a stoppage of play here. 5 seconds, 0.5 seconds left, excuse me. And okay, oh, that's the horn. All right. they were saying roll it over. All right, hey, great first quarter. Come back with some highlights right after these messages.
Califino Tequila. Treat yourself to the finer things in life.
Award-winning and delicious. When it's time to bring people together, nobody does it better. Romeo's Pizza connects.
Right now, businesses need more than encouraging words of support or hashtags of solidarity. Hope won't solve the economic challenges. Businesses need business. And that's what Comerica Bank is here to do. Lead business back. At Comerica, we're providing millions in resources to help drive business to our communities. To find out how Comerica can help your local business, visit comerica.com/business.
MASL has an all-new show hosted by Adam Snavely and Pablo Maurer of The Athletic. Join them every Monday for
And, oh, man, no call.
He's
Careened into the wall.
looking for a call, but you got to keep playing. Let the referee call, yeah.
Exactly. Pacheco there gets away with one.
But you see how quick he is, though, huh? He's
Very
special.
quick. Mike Jones down front. Bradley Valadez. Valadez collecting. Defended by Tapete. Oh, and what a shot there. My goodness. That was loud. And here's Stinson. Stinson looking for help all the way back. And hey, we want to apologize to our watchers there. We lost the signal for a second. This is live TV, but we have a great team and we're back on. So thank you so much for sticking with us.
And another blue card. I think they've got another too many men on the field penalty for the Fury.
It's being debated here, and just so you all know, folks, we're not sure if you saw it or not, but there was another goal by Nestor Hernandez, who's just lighting it up, and Ontario leads 2-0, 13:05 left in the second. But looks like we're going to get a blue card.
Yeah, it's definitely a power play opportunity here for the Sidekicks.
There we go. And let's see who's going to serve it. It's Gaye is going to serve it.
Mustafa Gaye. What a great name that is, isn't it?
Cameron Brown. Jamie Lovegrove. Lovegrove all the way across to Romero.
See how the
Cameron Brown.
Fury's pushing the Sidekicks up higher.
Yeah.
Dallas has got to get the Fury back more in closer to the arc.
Cameron Brown.
And they can only do that by having quick ball movement.
Romero. Back to Lovegrove. Lovegrove finds Romero in the middle. Sebastian Mendez with a shot in the block by Nestor Hernandez, having a game. Here's Cameron Brown again. Lovegrove. 1:20 left in the power play. Off the wall, and Sebastian Mendez, Cameron Brown, oh, and the fake, oh, and the shot is blocked again by Hernandez. Sebastian Mendez keeps it in with a nifty header.
Yeah,
Lovegrove, Cameron Brown open in the middle, and there's the, and the shot just missing is Silva from the left.
Silva just couldn't get his volley wrapped around enough.
Nestor Hernandez with an opportunity, and the shorthanded just wide right. And that's got to be a called foul indeed on Uzi Tayu.
Well, he's lucky that was another blue card. It could have been a 5-on-3 situation. That was from behind.
Almost.
Chances at both, and you'll see the foul from behind. Could have been a blue card.
And shorthanded opportunity by Nestor Hernandez. Romero back to Lovegrove.
Dallas needs somebody that backside higher by that post.
Lovegrove. Sebastian Mendez in the shot blocked.
And I think the Fury will take shots on the outside all day long right
exactly.
now.
Robert Palmer there, leading the league, one of the league leaders in blocks. Lovegrove with a shot, blocked again. And there's Lovegrove. Thank you. Lovegrove, and just high.
Look for him come out of the box here. Could create a chance here if he hurries.
Palmer. There's Palmer. And Palmer gets it back.
Well, they had a chance. They had a chance to put Gaye in right off the bench, and Dallas got a little lucky there.
DeLima, and there's a nice little tap by Varela. Finds Silva. Back to Mike Jones.
Another power play opportunity wasted, Matt. That's 0 for 2 for the Sidekicks tonight. You got to put those chances away.
Oh, and just a missed tap there.
But a good kill. But a good kill by the Fury as well too. They stepped their pressure up high.
Yeah. Yep. And this ball is going to be kicked in here by Goncalves.
Well, that new flight ball has not been good for the Sidekicks so far, has it?
So far, no good. George De Leon to Goncalves. This is Pacheco to Tayu. Tayu directing traffic. Mike Jones going to stay with him there. Alvarado back to De Leon. And nice ball movement here.
Yeah, I was just going to say, it's been some time since Dallas has been shut out this long in a game. This is 9:50 to go left in the second period. There's still zeros, while Ontario's got 2.
Oh, a little miss hit there. That's Perez. Cisse.
I got to tell you, though, that big first no call on that goal.
Huge, huge. Cisse, nice move off the wall. Oh, and a good little move to keep possession there.
I'm impressed with Cisse. Very quick player.
Alves in the middle, looking for Tayu. Oh, and Mike Jones recovers, and there's the shot and the goal by Frank Tayu, making it 3-0 Ontario Fury.
Well, I think the key was Thiago's ball here again. You'll see, we didn't get a chance to see it, but Mike Jones makes the first initial read there. It hits off the Tayu, comes back to his foot again. You'll see right back into his left side, and he just laces it into the back post.
Easy peasy.
Wow.
32nd goal on the season for Frank Tayu, and you said they got to keep an eye on this guy.
I tell you, these guys like Tayu and Gibson and Bennett, they score goals for a reason, and we got to keep track of these guys. You know what I'm saying?
Great point, my friend. Hey, more Sidekick soccer action coming up right after these messages.
Hope won't solve the economic challenges. Businesses need business. And that's what Comerica Bank is here to do. Lead business back. At Comerica, we're providing millions in resources to help drive business to our communities. To find out how Comerica can help your local business, visit comerica.com/business.
Can you at least pick it up?
MASLsoccer.com is your home for everything major arena soccer. All the latest news, standings, and in-depth features. And bookmark the page now so you don't miss an action.
Well, I tell you what, a good timeout by Coach Ricky to settle his troops down a little bit. 3 goals to the bad if you're a Sidekicks fan, and they've got to get reorganized, regroup, and kind of get this game reset.
Really need they need a goal desperately here. 9:22 left in the second quarter. Ontario up 3-0, and I'll tell you right now, this Ontario team, they could easily run away with this game.
Yeah, don't let this 5-game losing streak fool you. This team is good.
Gonzalez to Ortiz. Oh man, and there is a tackle, and that was a big collision. I'm not sure who is okay.
I think he's gonna give it to Ontario. I think for the elbow maybe up against Ortiz. You're seeing a replay here. The tackle from Ortiz, and then he tackles him. Oh yeah, he led with the elbow. He led with the elbow and caught Ortiz. Looks like in his face, but it is another power play, by the way. The referees are now having a conversation about it.
And I think the player down is number 27, Magana. Hugo Magana. He is limping off. And I think the referees here are definitely debating this call. You know,
it's a big call.
It's a big call.
It's a massive call. Another Sidekicks opportunity for a power play if it stands. At least both players are up, which is a good sign.
Yeah. Juan Gamboa and Cisse, both captains over to.
And Dallas should have one of their captains over there as well too to have them plead their case. Oh, they do. Gamboa's there. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, it's all right. Keep up with your Dallas Sidekicks by following us on social media on Facebook and Instagram @GoSidekicks_official. And don't forget to follow us on Twitter @GoSidekicks and Twitch @Dallas Sidekicks.
Wow. So things couldn't get any worse. They just did. Now they have reversed the decision, and they have now given the blue card to David Ortiz.
Wow.
And now the Sidekicks are going to have to go on the defensive power play kill, and it gives Ontario the power play opportunity.
Oh, goodness gracious.
And wow.
I mean, I just, you know, he's clearly, when he raised his card, he clearly pointed, right?
Yeah, and the other referee had a different view and changed his mind, talked to not whatever the case may be, but irregardless, I don't think they'll change it a second time. So
now they're pointing. Now they are pulling Magana Jr. in the box.
Wait, they're both going to go.
Okay, so it's a.
Okay, they're both going to go.
All right, that's a lot.
They're going to give Ortiz for the bad tackle, and they're going to give Ontario for the elbow. So
yeah. So I believe we're going to play.
I hope it's 4-on-4.
5 or 4-on-4. Yeah.
This is great. This is exciting. 4-on-4, open space.
So
fans are not happy with that.
2-minute penalty for both teams.
It's better than being a man down, let's put it that way.
Indeed. Palmer here. Stinson, the long ball. Goncalves, and just off the top, Goncalves able to turn, and good defense by Mike Jones, but they're going to get Rio Ramirez for the foul.
Well, dangerous set now with 4-on-4. There's more space here on these set pieces as well, too.
And Thiago is
and now he's got a yellow card for, I think he's giving the referees too much lift.
Goncalves wanted a blue
You'll see on the replay here, he comes in, Rio pulls him down. Okay, boom, he got the foul. Now he keeps going. The referee had enough of it, rightfully so.
I didn't really think it was a blue card foul. I didn't
either.
It wasn't egregious to me at all. And so that does not impact the amount of players on the field. So we're still 4-on-4, 5-on-5, including the.
But it does give Thiago a little 5-minute break in the box.
Here's Tayu across, and a good defensive play there by Silva. Mike Jones. Oh, and Mike Jones gets it. Mike Jones looking for help. None there. Unfortunately, is going to.
Oh, two against one against them.
Here's Tayu. Tayu across to Palmer. Back to Stinson. Tayu, and there's a block by Jamie Lovegrove tracking back. What a great defensive play by Jamie Lovegrove.
Yeah, that's at least a 60-yard sprint by Lovegrove to get in the position to block that shot.
What a leader.
That's a good veteran play right there.
Pacheco now. Back to Topete.
Well, I can't emphasize how bad Dallas needs a goal.
Palmer, 8:13 left in the second. Still 4-on-4. Topete to Cisse. Cisse looking to make something happen. This is Pacheco. And the shot wide. Pacheco again.
And Ontario's still attacking with a 3-goal lead with 7:40 left in the second period. Dallas still with a 0. Goose egg.
Cisse being defended by Jamie Lovegrove. Lovegrove not biting. Justin Stinson now. Finds Uzi Tayu. Back to Cisse. Cisse. Taiyu, Lovegrove whiffs. Taiyu's off. Looking for a man, finds Stinson to his left. Stinson, a move, and there's a trip. That's gotta be.
Oh boy, it was close. We've had a couple of close calls to some more blue cards.
Felipe Silva.
Cisse's pleading his case too.
Yeah. Stinson is still down, but
I think he'll be okay.
that's the.
You'll see in the replay, he comes across, he fakes the right shot here, and he takes him down. I gotta be honest with you, that was a blue card worthy offense.
Indeed. There's Pacheco high. Rio Ramirez with a slide tackle, unable to get there. But Jesus Pacheco.
We got 3 seconds left in the 4-on-4, and then we're back in full strength with 7 minutes to go.
And Juan Gamboa, you know, although they're down 3-0, it still feels like a different team with Juan Gamboa in goal.
Absolutely. And you know what, this is MASL. 3 goals is nothing.
Yeah.
They scored 3 goals in the third period in 3 or 4 minutes on Thursday night. So
both teams are at full strength now. And this is Palmer all the way back to DeLima.
But you hate to keep coming back all the time. It's nice to have a lead. I'm sure Ontario's enjoying it. If you had to pick a choice, I'd be Ontario with a 3-goal lead.
Yeah. Good point. Palmer, dangerous opportunity here. DeLima, good play by Palmer just to head it back to his goalkeeper. And here's Taiyu with the turn. Defended again by Mike Jones. Mike Jones tracking along. And there's the defense. There's the double team.
Yeah, good double team there.
Robert Palmer. Cross in the middle. Varela again.
It's twice Varela did a good play, yeah.
Varela back to Ortiz.
We give the ball away.
Just gave it up. There's Pacheco collecting it all the way back to DeLima. Mendez is going to pressure. Alvarado looking long for Taiyu. Taiyu defended by David Ortiz, and that's definitely a size mismatch. Romero does well to turn. Romero, can't get it back. That ball just high, but a nice thought there.
Yeah, it is. Just a quick thought, though, about Dallas's press. They've got to get more connected. You can't have Mendez chasing. They're just going to play 2 against 1 against them. So Dallas has got to stay more connected with their press.
Christian Quintana all the way up. Cisse, good defensive play to step in front. That will go all the way back to Juan Gamboa. 5:42 left in the second quarter. Oscar Romero now. Romero looking for help. Finds it in Silva. Silva streaking down the right. Silva with a shot off the wall. DeLima bats it away. Nice play there. Romero getting in front of it. Cody Ellis in a foot race. That's Gaye.
Yep, good play by Cody right there.
Christian Quintana looking for help. Silva back to Cody Ellis. Ellis.
Dallas needs to generate stuff. Hit balls off the boards, hit balls off the keeper, take shots. Just kind of change things up a little bit and change their mojo right now.
Speaking of shots now are 6-4. Sidekicks leading in the shots category.
4 shots, 3 goals. Wow.
Good percentage. DeLima. Long ball looking for Uzi Taiyu. Uzi not quite out off the wall. Rio Ramirez will collect, calm it down. Finds Lovegrove in the middle there, Cameron Brown, and just overran it a little bit.
Yeah, they're just not in sync. You see how Cameron's pass is on the back foot of Jamie instead of the front
Cameron
foot.
Brown again.
Good ball there.
Oh, and there's a good ball.
But nobody in the box. Nobody crashing after someone takes a shot like that.
Nobody home indeed. Here's Ortiz. Rio to Ellis.
See, right now Dallas has nobody in the attacking third.
Lovegrove. Cameron Brown. Cisse gets there and taps it to himself. Not out. Ortiz collects it. All the way back to Steven Gonzalez. 3:53 left in the second. Nice little tap to Valadez. Valadez has an opportunity. Valadez on the wall. Cisse cut him off, but Valadez maintains possession. Lovegrove. Lovegrove, a shot. Oh, and just missing Valadez. Cody Ellis battling Stinson. And they're going to get Ellis on the foul there.
Caught him for a foul, grabbing with his arm. That was better. That was better, though. 3:35 to go.
Yeah, and Jamie Lovegrove.
You seen a replay here, just a little battle, and Cody just grabbed his hip right there and got the foul called against him.
Cody Ellis certainly not afraid to get a foul, is he? Juan Gamboa way out of his box. Gonzalez up to the corner. DeLima will just collect it there. Looking for somebody to throw it to. And we'll throw it long. Frank Tayu, defended by guess who? Mike Jones.
Lee.
And DeLima again. Long ball back to Tayu. Oh, and just a miscommunication there. And Mike Jones in front of it. Oh, goodness, gave it away. Unfortunate there, Pacheco. And they're going to get...
Gave it right back with a handball.
Right back with a handball. Valadez shot high. Just missing high. Mike Jones again with the defense. Varela looking for a pass. Finds Quintana. All the way back to Varela.
The Fury wanted too many men on the field for the Sidekicks, but Dallas made a quick change right at the bench.
Quintana has it. Anthony Powell in the middle. Anthony looking to turn in a shot, and there's the goal. Anthony Powell puts the Dallas Sidekicks on the scoreboard. His first goal of the season.
Wow, talk about a much-needed shot in the arm right there. Powell, what a time to pick his first goal. You'll see on the replay, Quintana finds Powell. He turns inside and just puts a left-footed shot right to DeLima's right shoulder. Just a nice turn, quick shot, boom, goal. That is what Dallas needed. Now it's 3-1 with 2:19 left in the first half.
Great little play off to the right, Christian Quintana and Anthony Powell. There you go. I talked to him pregame, and he said to me, Matt, I might have a hat trick in me.
Yeah.
And I said, oh, baby, I love the confidence.
He needs it now just to tie it up.
Cisse. And the long ball here. Tayu and shove in the back.
Another
no doubt.
foul,
Cody
another
Ellis.
foul. We got to be careful about set piece opportunities. 2 minutes to go. They just got their first goal.
Cody Ellis with the hip check there. Easy to call. He's going to go all the way back to Pacheco. Pacheco to Topete. Justin Stinson, defended by Silva. Finds Tayu in the middle. Good defense there by Cody Ellis. Rio. Oh, Rio gave it away. A miscommunication. Topete has it now. Looking for a pass. Finds Palmer. Palmer, Topete. Topete long. Got Tayu in the corner. Cody Ellis. Oh, sorry, that's Silva on defense. They switched off. They fooled me. Stinson. Off the wall. Here's Tayu again. Defended by Silva.
Uh-oh.
Oh, and there's the turn. Oh, man. Good defense there, stepping in front of it. Not out of trouble, though.
Boy, Dallas got lucky there. A nice slicing run there. Split the defenders. Probably a one-touch finish would have given him a better opportunity to score there.
54 seconds left in the second. And Cisse. See if the Sidekicks can turn this around a little bit. Stinson, and there's the defense. Romero.
I'm real impressed with Stinson, too. He's a solid player.
Yeah.
Now that he's out of the sin box, he can get back in the field and make a difference.
Indeed. Cisse. Over to Stinson, 27 seconds left. Rio defending Cisse. Cisse. DeLima. Oh. Rio almost got
That's a killer. There. You can't let the ball go back to where it came from when it goes to the goalkeeper, because that was a little mini break.
6 seconds left. Stinson with a move. A nifty move, and that's a high shot. Woo! 3 seconds, 3.3 seconds left. And
when that ball goes to the keeper, you teach the players, don't let it go back where it came from. Otherwise, it allows a quick little counterattack in the case right there.
Good call, Coach. Juan Gamboa, the long ball. Christian Quintana, Uzi Tayu with the header. And there is the horn at the end of the second quarter. The Ontario Fury leading the Dallas Sidekicks 3-1. And I'll tell you right now, we got some playoff implications today, don't we?
Yeah, this game is just massive. I think right now Dallas is kind of happy getting to halftime and trying to regroup because they need, if they come out with a win, they clinch the playoff spot. They have one game to go. They have to go up to Milwaukee next weekend. And Ontario is in the same boat. They have 2 more games after this, and they need a combination of 5 points.
Yeah.
A combination of winning and other teams around them losing right now. So, and as you know, top 8 teams make it. It's a home and away series. If it's still tied, it goes to mini games. So this is a playoff atmosphere. Good crowd. You know, Coach.
It's a dogfight in that Central Division, isn't it?
It is.
It's a dogfight.
It really is. All 4 teams are in play right now.
Oh,
all
man.
4 teams.
Awesome
Kansas
action.
City, Dallas, Milwaukee, and St. Louis. And Milwaukee and St. Louis are tied, but St. Louis has the head-to-head in the tiebreaker right now.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. And this Ontario Fury team, they're a very, very good team. As you can see tonight by the score with 3-1. Hey, let's take it down to our sideline reporter, Laura Sadler, who has Mike Jones.
Nestor Hernandez is giving you guys some trouble there in the back. What's he doing well?
I mean, I don't think it's giving us any trouble. He just happens to be in the right spot at the right time. That's with anybody. I don't think any team gives us trouble. We just gotta make sure that we communicate, and when we do, we'll get it. That's it. So, like I said last game, just heart, passion, and we'll get it. We'll get in there and talk. Look, we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna enjoy the rest of this game. We're gonna get right back into it. It's only 3-1.
All right, thank you, Mike. Good luck in the second half.
Thank you very much.
Let's take it back to Matt and Eddie.
Thank you so much. Hey, we'll come back right after this. We'll have some halftime stats.
Califino Tequila. Treat yourself to the finer things in life.
Award-winning and delicious. When it's time to bring people together, nobody does it better. Romeo's Pizza connects.
Right now, businesses need more than encouraging words of support or hashtags of solidarity. Hope won't solve the economic challenges. Businesses need business. And that's what Comerica Bank is here to do. Lead business back. At Comerica, we're providing millions in resources to help drive business to our communities. To find out how Comerica can help your local business, visit comerica.com/business.
Califino Tequila. Treat yourself to the finer things in life.
And welcome back to halftime of the Credit Union Event Center here in Allen, Texas, where the Ontario Fury lead the Dallas Sidekicks 3-1. Some highlights in that first half. Let's take a look at them, Eddie. What do you think?
Yeah, well, Ontario has got a couple goals on the backside, and your man is making a homecoming parade for himself here with 2 goals. A man in the right spot at the right time. But for me, the most important thing has been DeLima. He's been an absolute stellar force in goal, replacing Toth, who's our #1 keeper, one of the best in the entire league. So really good. But Dallas did pull a goal back here, which is really important to kind of make us into a contest here. And you see Taiyu with the goal right there with his left foot, and Taiyu, as always, on the scoreboard. But this goal by Anthony Powell here, he just turns to his left foot, quick release, and he catches DeLima flat foot and puts it in the corner. So it's 3-1. It's a close game, but you know what? Dallas had a goal called back.
Yeah.
I want to say in the first minute of the game, and it made a big difference.
You got to love seeing Anthony Powell get his first goal this season. Here's some stats too. Shots on goal 7-4. Dallas leading. Blocks 1-0. Dallas again 0 for 3 on the power play are the Sidekicks. Yikes. That Ontario Fury 68% penalty kill coming into play there. Penalty minutes 7 Ontario, 2 Dallas, and fouls 9-5. Dallas leading in that category. What stands out to you, Eddie?
Power plays, obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a Thursday night reversal. Thursday night, Dallas loses by 3 goals. It gives up 3 power play goals. Tonight, they have 3 power play opportunities. They get nothing out of all 3 of them. So even if they get 1 or 2 of them, it's a closer game. So that's really important, and we got to get those chances in on the power play. Set pieces are a big part of the game.
And surprisingly, you know, one thing obviously we talked about, Frank Taiyu being the guy to keep an eye on. It looks like tonight's Nestor Hernandez. But how about the job Mike Jones has done on Frank Taiyu? What do you think about that?
Yeah, limited him to 1 goal right now, which is important. But we got to it's going to be, you know what, lace them up, buddy.
Yeah,
this
lace them
third
up.
period is going to be a war.
Lace them up indeed. Hey, MASL is a very special league, and you have an incredible opportunity we're going to tell you about right after these messages.
Can you at least pick it up?
Welcome back to the Credit Union of Texas Event Center here in Allen, Texas, where it's halftime and spring is definitely in the air, and spring is a special time of year for soccer in North Texas. Eddie, some awesome events in North Texas. What's going on? Tell us about
this is great. Well, first of all, I had to cut my lawn yesterday, so you can tell it's springtime. But yeah,
my allergies are going
there
crazy.
You go. And we had the first with the Dallas Cup, which is just a world-famous youth tournament. Teams from all over the world come into Dallas, and it's a week-long event. They play at the Cotton Bowl in local areas around town, and you got teams from England, Spain, Mexico, Brazil. I mean, and some of the top teams in Dallas as well as the United States as well too.
And shout out to Gordon Jago,
absolutely,
who was, founded and created that whole thing. Former Dallas Sidekicks head coach.
Absolutely, big involvement in that. At the same time, that goes on as a thing called Generation Adidas, which is some of the best youth talent in our country, and a lot of the MLS franchises that come into Dallas, and that is a phenomenal tournament as well too. Great event. And coupled with that, or actually tripled with that, I should say, is the Dallas International Girls Showcase.
Wow.
Which is at the same time. So there's lots of good soccer going on in Dallas in the spring. So it's it's entertaining for sure.
Yes, indeed. The MASL Combine,
there
too.
We go.
Is
there
it
we
not?
Go. Now.
Yeah, it's coming to Dallas, coming to North Texas. Mesquite, the Mesquite Outlaws are back. They took a couple of seasons off post-COVID, but they're back. And, I mean, the Combine, look at this. If you want to play in the MASL, you come to the Combine, you try out. What do you think, Eddie?
Yeah, absolutely. It's the first ever MASL Pro Player Combine, and you'll see the dates there, Thursday, October 20th until Sunday, the 23rd. They've got several days of competition, and then they're going to have the actual Combine draft on that Sunday, which is a unique and phenomenal idea. I got to give Commissioner Keith Tozier some kudos for putting this together. That's going to be a lot of fun. As you said, in Mesquite. So Mesquite's back in next year. Monterey's back in next year.
Yep.
You know, we have the new Twitch platform got going on right now. Flight's got a new ball. There's a lot of things that are happening in the MASL, all in that creating its own culture that is so important right now. It's been a great year. Playoffs start in 2 weeks. You got so many teams. There's only one team eliminated from playoff contention.
I know.
With a week to go.
Yeah.
That's phenomenal.
The Heat, unfortunately, but everybody else is in play.
Everybody's in play.
I completely agree. What an exciting opportunity to have the Combine here in North Texas. North Texas, such a soccer mecca. So many players, young players playing here. I know I played growing up. Shout out Genesis, the Genesis Soccer Club.
Now you're aging
way
yourself,
back.
buddy.
I know.
You're aging yourself.
My head coach, Billy Pettigrew, who was a Dallas Sidekicks draft pick. So, you know, I got to give my guys some love, right?
Absolutely.
Hey, exciting action coming back after the halftime. Come back right after these messages.
Need more than encouraging words of support or hashtags of solidarity. Hope won't solve the economic challenges. Businesses need business. And that's what Comerica Bank is here to do. Lead business back. At Comerica, we're providing millions in resources to help drive business to our communities. To find out how Comerica can help your local business, visit comerica.com/business.
Award-winning and delicious. When it's time to bring people together, nobody does it better. Romeo's Pizza connects.
Califino Tequila. Treat yourself to the finer things in life.
Welcome to our new home on Twitch. Make sure you make an account and follow MASL_soccer to join the watch party in the chat. Then follow your Dallas Sidekicks through Twitch handle Dallas Sidekicks to keep up with the game day action and live chat during games. Excited to have Twitch, new app there.
Absolutely, it's going to create a lot more interest and have the ability to reach numerous thousands of potential new fans.
Hundreds of thousands. It's awesome. And the younger generation, I know my son, 17-year-old, is on Twitch all the time. So it's expanding the reach of the league, and you got to love that. And speaking of, the reach and a broadcast, man, we're not the only two folks here, obviously, doing this. Obviously,
buddy.
We have our good sideline reporter, Laura Sadler, but we got some wonderful folks that we want to make sure that we talk about. Thank you to our broadcast team throughout the season: Craig Bandy, Trey, Jack Jelenic, John Bilo, Matt Stam, of course the awesome camera operators that are out there as well. Our amazing stats team: Robert Mullins, Jack, Garth Adams, Tony Piatti as well. Just an incredible crew. The stats guys,
great staff,
always
great
keeping
people.
Always keeping us up to speed. And of course, Sidekick staff: Jesse Vilikovsky, Michaela Malloy, Daniel Granados, Michael Hitchcock, Hitch, we love you, brother, Donnie Nelson, Simone Bozes, and of course, President Jesse Yamas. We'd be remiss if we didn't talk about him. And finally, my MVP of the season, producer Ken Font Jones. Ken Font Jones, who produces this show and keeps me on track and keeps
a little bit of history of your Man of the Year award. Ken Jones and I go back to 1996.
Wow.
When I played with the Dallas Burn, which is now FC Dallas. Ken was we used to call him the Red Hat Man.
Okay.
If you ever watch a broadcast and you'll see a guy at sidelines that before the game will have a red hat and tell referees when to actually whistle, that's Ken Jones. That's when I first met Ken Jones. So that was a few years ago. So Ken, I apologize for aging both of us, buddy.
Well, we really, really thank you so much to our incredible team, our crew, all the stats people. And there's a lot of people I didn't mention. Unfortunately, I can't get all the names.
Blanket thank you to everybody. The entire organization did really good this year, and we're pleased as punch to be part of it and very proud. Speaking of being proud, look at our playoff bracket we have right now. So if the playoffs ended tonight, San Diego would host Milwaukee, Kansas City would host Dallas, Florida would host Ontario, and Chihuahua would host Baltimore. But they don't end tonight.
No, they don't. There's still a lot of soccer to be played. And I'll tell you, that's why the atmosphere is so hopping tonight, because the Sidekicks, they win, they're in. And, they've got to really pick this up 3-1. What do you think the adjustments need to be for the Sidekicks in the second half?
I think they got to be more organized as a team, one unit. They got to press as a team, and go together. They've got to create their own chances, their own luck by actually shooting the ball more, hitting the ball off the boards and stuff like that. But they've got to stop with the penalty minutes as well, too, as we saw there with the Ortiz, who leads the league in penalty minutes. He gets another one after being suspended last game for penalty minutes. So
and I'll tell you, they got off to a hot start.
They did.
Not Ontario. We got to give the scoring rundown. Nestor Hernandez in the first, assisted by Goncalves. Then Nestor Hernandez again.
Former Sidekicks player.
Assisted by Uzi Tayu. And then in the second, Frank Tayu gets on the board. Goncalves again on the assist. And then Anthony Powell for the Sidekicks, his first goal of the season, assisted by Christian Quintana. And although, you see Tayu's got the goal, I like what Mike Jones has done against him thus far, and I like what Ricardinho Cavalcante, the head coach, has done rolling out the defenders. He seems like the big defenders. Christian Quintana, you got Cody Ellison back as well. They've done a nice job with those big bodies.
Yeah, I think he's got to match up strength against strength. You got Tayu. He's got 31 goals before today, 14 assists, 45 points. He's third in the league, and he's fourth in goals, and he averages 2.1 points per game. So he's already on pace with his one goal already. So they've got to shut down their attack, but one goal is not going to win too many games in the MASL.
I agree, and we saw against the Milwaukee Wave, it seemed like in the third quarter, you said maybe Ricardinho Cavalcanti gave a little bit of a tongue lashing, did he not? And they came out firing in the third against Milwaukee. Unfortunately, couldn't sustain that throughout the fourth quarter, but I think maybe there was some tongue lashing today as well.
Well,
perhaps?
he used his one timeout to kind of calm the guys down a little bit as well, too, but you don't want to give tongue lashings too many times because it loses its luster. You know what I'm saying? So you got to pick and choose. So maybe rather than tongue lash this time, hey, guys, okay, listen, let's reorganize. Maybe get some feedback from the guys because they're playing the game. I used to love it when a coach would ask me what I thought because we're actually seeing things that they don't see because we're on the actual field itself. Give us an idea. This is working. This is not working. This matchup works. I can take this guy on. This guy we got to be careful about. Give the players a chance. Give a little feedback every once in a while.
Indeed, indeed. An exciting third quarter coming up. Hey, do you want to wear the same jersey as your favorite Sidekicks player? Well, purchase your Sidekicks gear at our fan store to look like your favorite players. Visit DallasSidekicks.com/store for all your Sidekicks gear. And I bet that gear, they're going to get some gear today, aren't they?
Yeah, no kidding. You know, there's an actual live kangaroo here at the Sidekicks game. A live kangaroo. You and I saw him pregame.
His name is Taz. And, yeah, he was out there. I got a picture with him. Goncalves back to Stinson. And
what a good half Stinson had. Speaking of good halves, on cue, look at DeLima.
Yeah, great half. DeLima long to Uzi Tayu, defended by Christian Quintana. Uzi got it, goes all the way back to Cisse. Goncalves.
I like that matchup with Tayu and Quintana. I like that matchup a lot, and I like how Quintana's in front of him. You can't see on the screen, viewers, but he's in front of the attacker, so if he does play it long, he can get to it first and start the counterattack.
And there's Cameron Brown with a foul on Cisse. That's his first of the game.
That's a good sportsmanship. Cameron took him down with Cisse. It's a good matchup with these two guys.
Yeah, indeed.
But I like how Cameron Brown helped him up as well, too.
And here is Mustafa.
So
Mustafa back.
I got to emphasize this first goal in this third period here. Dallas gets it. They can get into a little bit more of confidence and a little wave of enthusiasm going. And if Ontario gets it, they'll back to a 3-goal cushion. Yeah. Ontario, excuse me.
And there's the whistle. And
it's a quicker
foul. Yeah, the foul there was on the Sidekicks. Whoa, Rio.
Letting them play.
Wow,
let them play. I love that. I love that.
That ball was certainly nowhere near that play, so.
That's that matchup earlier with Gaye and Rio.
Yeah. Here's Palmer. Looking long. Finds De Leon, and Rio just steps in front of it and collects. Cody Ellis back to Rio. Varela.
I also think Dallas needs a player to be higher to kind of keep that defend.
Gamboa long in the corner here, looking for Valadez. Oh, and DeLima. Oh, DeLima jumps on it. Gave him a little bit of trouble.
I'm sorry, back to my point. If they can keep a guy higher, the defenders have got to respect that possibility, and that creates more space for them underneath with the midfielders.
Good point. Here's Palmer again. Pestered by Gonzalez. DeLima's going to take it to the right. And DeLima looking long for Tayu. Varela steps in front of it, gives it to Anthony Powell. Powell, fancy footwork. Nestor Hernandez on the defense. Mike Jones trying to get it around his old teammate here. Mike Jones long, finds Powell. Powell,
just overran it, unlucky. Just overran it, but good job by DeLima to come out again.
Yeah,
took a little knock on the head, but he's okay.
Read it extremely well. And here's Stinson on the counterattack. Oh, and a nice spin move by Stinson. Stinson going to the middle, and Christian Quintana shuts it down. Anthony Powell is there. Back to Silva. Anthony Powell finds Cody Ellis in the middle. Good defensive play there by the Sidekicks.
Yeah, and good quick play to get out of pressure.
Juan Gamboa, look out. Juan Gamboa goes long.
For the whistle, a foul off the ball, this time against Stinson.
Okay. Hey, our sideline reporter, Laura Sadler, has something that she got from the coaches. Laura, what do you have?
That's right. I talked with Sidekicks head coach Ricardinho at the half, and he was most displeased with the lack of energy he saw from his team. Now, to finish the game, he wants to see more effort and have his team work more like a cohesive unit while they possess the ball offensively and then cover their assignments in the backfield.
Silva with an opportunity over to Cameron Brown. The shot. DeLima with the block off the wall. Quintana. Good little flurry of action. Nice shift by Cameron Brown.
That's that energy that the Sidekicks started, that Coach Ricky was talking about, that led to a goal. It was called back.
Finds Valadez. Oh, and good play there by Stinson to step in front of that. Breaking it up.
If you recall, our first couple minutes of the game, they were boom, boom, boom all over the place. And DeLima rose to the task.
Here's De Leon. This is Perez. Goncalves to Cisse. Back to De Leon. Goncalves. Defended by David Ortiz. Goncalves long, looking for Tayu. Defended by Cody Ellis. Tayu looking to turn. Unable to. Good defensive play again by Cody Ellis. Ellis.
Again, no base high. No base high. No base high. They got to have a release person there for Dallas.
David Ortiz wants it back. David Ortiz going to the middle. Lovegrove. Anthony Powell. On to Ortiz here. Ortiz a shot, and there's the goal! David Ortiz with a beautiful feed from the Dallas Sidekicks, putting them up 2-3 against Ontario.
Wow, what a goal. Great touch. Left foot roofs it over DeLima. The ball was phenomenal, but what a great first touch by David Ortiz. I believe that was Lovegrove that played that ball. It was a nice little dink, but it's a difficult touch to take it down like that out of the air. But what a good quick shot. That makes it 3-2. Now we got a playoff atmosphere, buddy.
Indeed, and they have assisted Anthony Powell.
My apologies.
No, it's okay, and that is his now second point on the season, so he has a goal and an assist. Have a game, Anthony Powell.
That was great. I gave that love to Lovegrove by mistake. I'm sorry, Anthony.
No, it's okay. It's all right.
Great pass and a great touch. That's a good goal. Really good goal. Now Dallas might want to press a little bit higher if they can.
Oh, and Nestor Hernandez has the ball. It's going to be a 2-on-1 if he can get it. Nestor with the right side, and there's a shot off the wall. Juan Gamboa, but a Kareem Uzi-Tayu blocked by Gonzalez. Great positioning by Steven Gonzalez to block that shot from Uzi. And the ball not out yet. Gonzalez gets it, sends it long down the left side.
Good decision.
Sebastian Mendez is there off the wall, plays it. DeLima way out of his box. Cody Ellis going to play it back to Steven Gonzalez and let his team settle down. Cameron Brown over to Gonzalez. Oscar Ramiro looking for a man to pass to. Julio Varela.
For Valadez posting up right here. If he can hold the ball up,
Valadez.
Use his body and strength.
Palmer defending. Oh, good defense by Palmer. And here's an opportunity for Ontario on the counter. I believe this is Alvarez over to Nestor Hernandez.
They've only got 4 on the field right now. Now they've got 5. Dallas will take that all day long.
Tayu has the ball. Look out. Okay, Tayu with a spin. Nice move. Maintains possession. Back to Justin Stinson. Goncalves. And Cody Ellis defending. That's 27, Magana. Cross back to Juan Gamboa. Careful. Oof. Frank Tayu lurking. And that ball is out of bounds. Not going to be top of the arc because thankfully it hit off the ground first, but little kick in. 8:03 left in the third. Sidekicks trailing Ontario 2-3. Exciting game.
Yeah, nobody wants to make a mistake right now.
Yeah, you can feel the tension in the air.
You can, can't you?
Indeed. Juan Gamboa. And again, Mike Jones denying that pass to Tayu. Fortunate bounce, looking for Jamie Lovegrove off the wall there. Lovegrove still after it. DeLima again to Tayu, and there's Cameron Brown stepping in front of that.
Good read there.
All the way back, and this is Topete. Topete. Uh-oh, this is De Leon. De Leon is really good in open space. Watch out, De Leon. And a great defensive play by Silva. Cameron Brown. Oh, and there is the foul. Yes.
Boy, you wanted to. You wanted to. He was looking for it. Wasn't going to bait the referee into that, though.
The crafty foul by the crafty veteran. Lovegrove. Valadez. Valadez back to Lovegrove.
I like how Valadez holds the ball up, though. He'll get one if he keeps doing that.
Lovegrove. And and the block. No, but he maintains possession and block again. That was Palmer. Rio Ramirez.
Good. Keep shooting. Keep shooting.
Lovegrove. Oh, and looking for Valadez at the back. Didn't get there, but Rio maintains possession. David Ortiz. Lovegrove. Looking for Valadez. Valadez gets it. Able to turn. Nope. Not able to turn. Had a second
I'd like
there.
to have a turn and hit that one, you know.
Valadez. Ortiz just gets it off the wall, and DeLima reaches up and grabs it just to kind of slow the ball down a little bit.
That's a good shift for Dallas of putting pressure, keeping the ball in the Ontario defensive third.
Pacheco back to DeLima.
Good ball. Very
Tayu.
good ball.
Tayu battling with Ellis. Oh, good ball here. It's Pacheco. Pacheco finds Hernandez off the wall. Juan Gamboa. Oh, and Juan Gamboa again. And there's another right off the right side of the goalpost. 3 opportunities for Ontario. Sebastian Mendez now on the counter.
Fire is another foul.
There's a foul for sure. Didn't like it.
They're going to get another power play. They keep this up, though. Some of these fouls are just right on the verge.
Magana on the foul there.
Well, how that ball didn't go in for the Fury, I have no idea.
Soccer gods looking after the Sidekicks right now. Here's Jamie Lovegrove. Cross, Mendez shot, and the save from DeLima. What a save by DeLima, point blank.
Wow. Is he feeling that or what? He's excited, and he should be. What a great save. Good set piece by the Sidekicks as well.
5:37 left. Lovegrove high. And Uzi Tayu. Oh, he's gonna get that call. Once the blue, not gonna get it though.
Yeah, but this is the energy Dallas wants to bring. This is getting the crowd into it. They're pressing. They're creating chances. Although they almost gave up a goal here with the Fury in this last entourage.
The entourage of bodies in front of the goal. Stinson. Finds Cisse.
Good game, Matt.
Oh, it's a great game. Calvis. Oh, here's Tayu. Look out. Tayu. Back to goal. Finds Goncalves. Goncalves. Nice little fake there. Cisse fumbles. Recovers. Goncalves. Cisse all the way down to Tayu. Minute by Jones. Moving a lot of space this time. Jones not buying it. Cisse wide open in the middle here. Oh, and Romero with a dive, but Cisse maintains possession. Juan Gamboa with a save. Juan Gamboa made that look easy.
Good pressure from behind by Valadez just to kind of give him some headaches back there.
Jamie Lovegrove now looking for a man. Finds Mike Jones to his right. Jones defended by Tayu. Lovegrove in the middle. Good block there. I believe that was Palmer once again.
2-on-1 if they hurry. 2-on-1.
Stinson on the counter. Tracking back are the Sidekicks. Great job tracking back.
Stinson's a good player. Really good player. I really like him.
Good feet. Quick
again,
feet.
2-on-1 if they hurry. Dallas got caught on a shift change. They got lucky with the foul.
No call. Pacheco wanted that for sure. Here's the counter. There's David Ortiz.
the blue card.
Oh, and there is the blue card, and David Ortiz is fired up. He is fired up.
You knew it was coming. They kept going to the well, kept going to the well. You see the replay. He's taking the guy on, and Ortiz was smart. He actually used his right foot to draw that foul. And the Fury are not going to be happy when they see that replay.
Palmer not happy at all, and he definitely...
And he's talked himself into...
yellow card.
Into a misconduct. Now it gets to sit for a long time.
And that is Palmer. That's arguably one of the better defenders for Ontario. Certainly not somebody you want to see on the bench for that long a period of time. 3:49 in the third quarter. Dallas Sidekicks about to go on a power play, trailing Ontario 3-2. And hey, let's come back right after this and see how that goes, folks.
Official CBD brand of the MASL, helping our athletes reach their maximum potential by promoting proper and expedited recovery. Welcome to Club Chill.
And welcome back to the Credit Union of Texas Event Center here in Allen, Texas, where the Dallas Sidekicks trail Ontario 2-3. 3:49 left in the third quarter, and they are about to go on a 2-minute power play. Eddie, big game, big moments. You've been in a few big moments like this.
I have.
How do you calm down some of these rookies for the Sidekicks? What do they need to do, like maintain their cool?
Well, I think right now you don't want calm. I think right now you want to bring some energy. I agree with Coach Ricky telling Laura there at halftime that they can bring some energy here. And this is a moment in the game where you can look back on it as a game changer, because it's 3-2 right now. If they can put this goal in, make it 3-3, Mr. Momentum is on the shoulders of the Dallas Sidekicks. If the Fury kills it, momentum stays with the Fury.
Lovegrove with a kick, and oh, Sebastian Mendez skies that kick way over the goal. I think he'd like to have that one back, and Lovegrove brilliant on those set pieces.
Yes, he is. He is.
Just a miss hit by Sebastian. And Robert Palmer was a delay of game after the penalty is why he sits for the additional time. So right now, Ontario, though, doing a good job of just dragging out the time. Mendez collects. He's got an opportunity here. Romero, Mendez.
Wisely pulls it back out, gets it reset.
Finds Lovegrove. Romero off the wall. Just out of danger, but Jamie Lovegrove collects.
Now you see how Dallas is a little bit higher on their power play.
Mendez.
You keep possession, that attacking third. It keeps Ontario back on their heels. You can create more chances.
Silva back to Lovegrove. Lovegrove, the shot went off the wall. Mendez just missing Romero there. Silva across to Mendez, settles it. Oh, and Mendez, the one-timer blocked by Uzi Tayu. Juan Gamboa getting involved here. Up to Jamie Lovegrove, 51 seconds left in the power play. Lovegrove lurking across. Mendez, Romero, Lovegrove. Oh no, and he is so mad at himself because he had a great opportunity there, just mishitting it.
But that was better. That was better, Matt. They had more chances. The ball is moving around. They're creating chances, and they're taking their shots now closer to that goalkeeper arc.
Yes, indeed. 40 seconds left in the power play as DeLima restarts. DeLima just going to throw it long to Taiyu. Cisse gets it back to Taiyu. And Taiyu has a shorthanded goal, so look out. Oh, and here's the misstep. My goodness, Taiyu right there.
Good decision by Gamboa to step up and challenge that. 20 seconds ago, Matt.
Lovegrove over to Silva across. Oh, and the beautiful save by DeLima. Cameron Brown, a shot but blocked. Oh, and a big collision. Nestor Hernandez all the way down to Gamboa.
We've got to be careful again. The box will be open here in another 2 seconds.
3 seconds, 2 seconds, and penalty kill is done. Both teams at even strength now. And Lovegrove trying to get a shot, unable to. Blocked, and here is a streaking
Watch the
Ontario
backside
Fury.
here. Watch the backside with Gaillet.
Oh, good defensive play by Silva. Great job by Silva. That's on Magana. Again, Lovegrove. And the shot, oh, just missing. Mendez, oh, and Mendez gets up limping. And you hope he's okay, but man, he went flying through the air.
Dallas stepping high here. Stepping high here, trying to create a turnover. And they have.
There's Mendez. Lovegrove, and there's the goal! Jamie Lovegrove ties it up 3-3. 1 minute left in the third quarter.
Wow, that's where the pressure pays off. You see the replay here. Dallas steps in, dinks it over, and Lovegrove just laces it. Great ball by Mendez just to tap it over there with his right foot. And Lovegrove one-times it right to DeLima's lower left. And now it's 3-3 with exactly 1 minute to go. And momentum has definitely shifted to the Dallas Sidekicks.
That's Jamie Lovegrove's 19th goal of the season, assisted by Julio Varela. And man, Eddie the Oracle showing up, talking about the pressure and the press with all the energy. And there you are again, my
Even
friend.
though the power play was not successful, it created enough pressure and enough opportunities that the Dallas can stay on their front foot. So it was a successful power play, and that it led to an opportunity when they were back at full strength.
And they have actually given the assist to Sebastian Mendez. I stand corrected, the stats team. Thank you guys. Watching out for us again, Robert and team. And I'll tell you, we talked about it. Lovegrove, he's my MVP for this team. I think he's just awesome. He's been incredible. Everything they need.
Big players show up in big games.
Indeed. And there's Taiyu and Ellis back to Juan Gamboa.
Good
Great
decision,
job.
yeah. Here's Valadez.
Valadez tracking. Goncalves on the defense. They're going to get Valadez for that. And they might get him with a card.
His legs fell over as he went down and he clipped, I believe, Stinson, or was it Thiago?
Yeah, it was Valadez on Goncalves, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, and wanted that card for sure. 22 seconds left in the third with a tie game. DeLima looking for Taiyu, defended by Mike Jones. What a nifty little pass to himself off the wall. David Ortiz collects it in stride, but good defensive play there by Mangana. Mangana's got players to his left. That's Taiyu. Taiyu with a shot across. Nobody home. And there's the horn. End of the third.
Wow.
Sidekicks Ontario tied 3-3.
Get your popcorn, buddy.
Come back right after these messages. More MASL soccer.
Califino Tequila. Treat yourself to the finer things in life.
Award-winning and delicious. When it's time to bring people together, nobody does it better. Romeo's Pizza connects.
Right now, businesses need more than encouraging words of support or hashtags of solidarity. Hope won't solve the economic challenges. Businesses need business. And that's what Comerica Bank is here to do. Lead business back. At Comerica, we're providing millions in resources to help drive business to our communities. To find out how Comerica can help your local business, visit comerica.com/business.
To get the latest news on the MASL and your favorite teams, make sure you are following at MASL Soccer on Facebook and Instagram, and MASL Arena on Twitter.
And welcome back to the Credit Union of Texas Event Center here in Allen, Texas, where we have a tie game, 3-3 to start the fourth quarter. Probably the biggest fourth quarter of their season, no doubt, right, Eddie?
Absolutely. I was just watching Coach Norberg over here. He spent the majority of this timeout with his boys on his board, coming up with some plays here and some options. So he may be changing up some matchups. We're trying to create some matchups. So he's done a good job with his team, by the way. Kudos to him and Coach Ricky. Both good coaches.
Shots now are Dallas 13, Ontario 7, and Dallas has rattled off 3 straight unanswered goals. What an incredible comeback for the Dallas Sidekicks thus far.
That's those streaks we were talking about here. They got to play a complete game, play all 4 quarters.
Varela.
Now they need a big fourth quarter.
And there's a big hit by Mustafa. Ellis, though, gets it over to Lovegrove.
Yeah, if I'm Dallas, I'm
Lovegrove
hitting.
Shot! Oh, just wide! And there's the Kareem. Wow! And a goal from Cameron Brown, who is lying on the ground. Pulls Dallas ahead 4-3 with just a matter of seconds into the fourth quarter.
I was just going to say, feed Lovegrove. The ball is off the boards. Cameron Brown is on his back. You'll see the replay here. Hits off the back post, basically. The ball is played back across. Cameron goes from his ground, does a push up and a flying head to the back post. Gives Dallas their first lead in the fourth quarter, 4-3.
And that has got to be a goal of the week, MASL goal of the week. What an incredible play by Cameron Brown. And Julio Varela, not a bad assist either, my goodness.
What a great ball by Varela. Put it back into the mix, put it right back into the back post.
Well, I tell you what a game. If you're not on the edge of your seat tonight, I don't know what you're doing.
Well, that took all but 25 seconds, too.
Here's Valadez. Just trying to get this ball out of, dangerous ball to the middle. And a long shot, just wide left. And my goodness, what a shot by Topete. Just missing left. Almost tied it up. That would have completely taken all the air out of this arena.
That would have been a goal of the year candidate as well, too. He hit a laser beam from easily 30, 35 yards out. What a rip that was.
Juan Gamboa, long ball looking for Valadez. Defended by Alvarado. Alvarado, great job there to get it. Alvarado.
I like how Valdez is fighting, though. He made me come up with a goal before this game is over. He's got some really, really interesting strengths to him that he's a bit lanky and awkward, but he keeps the ball.
Nestor Hernandez.
Who's been quiet since his two-goal outburst.
He has. Oh, and a great heel pass by Tepete. And Nestor Hernandez across, and Tayu couldn't collect it. The brothers Tayu now both on the field at the same time. Uzi Tayu. And
there
here's
goes Stinson.
Off the wall to himself, gets around David Ortiz. Stinson, and there's the double team.
Great double team.
Is Silva.
That was a great double team by Silva.
Uzi Tayu. Back to Goncalves. Frank Tayu couldn't call this, and there's a shot. Juan Gamboa with a save. Rio looking for Mendez on the counter. Mendez and could not get around Justin Stinson.
We got bodies flying everywhere. It's going to be a heck of a fourth quarter.
Stinson now making a move, guarded by Rio.
Oh, he baited the referee on that one, didn't he? Get some contact and fell over.
Good veteran play there by Justin Stinson.
You'll see in the replay here, he kind of leans into him. He got pulled a little bit, not enough to go down, but he does go down and get the foul.
Goncalves will take this. Was that the voice of experience?
Absolutely, buddy. Absolutely. You got to know your situations.
And a block by David Ortiz on De Leon. Big block there. Ortiz. Goncalves all the way back to De Lima.
Now, speaking of experience, Ortiz is playing well. He's got to keep his head now, and his discipline leads the league in penalty minutes. No silly fouls.
Oh, and right on cue. The shove. The silly. Eddie the Oracle Puskarich.
He's just got to chill a little bit.
How did you know that was coming? And the long ball, off the top, in play. Physical game, 15-8 fouls.
Yeah, I like
these. There's a shot. Oh, my goodness.
Well done, Gamboa. Use his leg to bring the ball back into the arc.
Sliding in the first there, he looked like. Christian Quintana. Quintana across, finds Mike Jones. Varela. Quintana. Oh, back to Juan Gamboa, but
yeah,
not a very crisp pass.
A bit dicey there.
Justin Stinson will collect. Justin Stinson, defended by Varela. And Stinson is spilled.
He's lucky to get a call again as well too. The Fury wanted the bench wanted a call against Stinson for that foul.
Call this to Pacheco. Pacheco to Stinson. Stinson lurking, and there's the shot. Took a wild Kareem up high. And Mike Jones just gets it out of trouble. Goncalves.
Yeah, there's more goals coming.
Powell.
There's more goals coming in this game, Matt.
Indeed there are. Anthony Powell back. Here's Pacheco. Pacheco gives it to Uzi Tayu.
Good possession by the Fury right now.
Call this, and that almost intercepted, and is intercepted by Mike Jones. Good call this. 11:03 left in the fourth.
Defense.
Justin Stinson. Stinson. Defended by Varela. Oh, it still has it though. Varela, good defensive play. Varela, Anthony Powell all the way back to Mike Jones.
Well played.
Mike Jones, look out. Nestor Hernandez.
That's a bad foul. Got to be a blue card.
Oh boy, and Nestor Hernandez is gonna get rung up.
Yeah, that was a bad foul. He's lucky Mike didn't get hurt. You see, Mike came in a touch ahead of him, but he got to it first, and Hernandez comes out and just takes him down.
Yeah,
that's an easy blue card there.
Yeah, Nestor upset with himself.
He's not a nasty player. We know him at all, but that was a blue card.
Definitely a blue card. You got the soles of the feet up on the tackle, and certainly Nestor and Mike Jones, good friends.
They are good friends.
Yeah,
They'll be joking about that one after the game for sure.
Exactly.
Hey, you got me there. Yeah, sorry about that, buddy.
2-minute power play for the Dallas Sidekicks. Lovegrove to Romero.
Now, if you recall, the last power play, Dallas had their ball, and they forced the Fury to sit back in some more.
Mendez. Lovegrove off the wall to Romero. Little high. Ball chipped up. And, and he stepped. No.
The ball didn't, though.
I thought he was out. Yep. His foot was
he gave it away.
Goodness, they gave it away. And there's a deflection. Ball just ping-ponging around out there now. Romero waiting on his teammates. Lovegrove finds Sebastian Mendez in the middle. Cameron Brown. Lovegrove with a shot, one-timer.
Oh, another post. Right. Another post that Lovegrove hit.
Cameron Brown. Romero.
Lovegrove once again.
Lovegrove. The shot. And
off the line.
Wow. What a great sliding.
That's how you help your keeper. Look at this shot off the line. He had DeLima beat.
Topete with a huge block there.
Well done by Topete.
Cameron Brown.
I would keep feeding Lovegrove with these shots, so they've been successful so far.
Lovegrove. And shoved down by Cisse. No call. Cameron Brown.
Don't change it. Don't change it.
Mendez.
Lovegrove's right foot again. Lovegrove's right foot.
Lovegrove. Off the wall. Back to Lovegrove.
Oh, another defender.
What a great block by Palmer. And DeLima collects it.
What a great wall pass with Silva. Lovegrove gets the ball back, and Palmer saves the goal.
24 seconds
Twice
left on the power
defenders
play.
have saved goals on his power play.
Romero, Cameron Brown, and there's going to be a foul. That's on Topete.
Chance for a set piece now with the power play.
14 seconds left in the power play. 8:55 left in the fourth.
I like to see Mendez here in his backside here after a feed from Silva.
And Silva with a nice little redirect there, but not enough power on it. DeLima was perfectly positioned to collect the ball. Here's Uzi Tayu. 4 seconds left on the power play.
Be careful off the bench again, off the power play.
Palmer, long, looking for Nestor Hernandez. Nestor Hernandez, you know he wants to make up that glue card. And the long ball. Oh, goodness, Tayu. Juan Gamboa up off the wall, heads it out.
Well done, keeper skills, huh?
What a play. Rio
Good
Ramirez.
Tackle. No, that's a great tackle.
Great tackle. My goodness, no. Just prevented a...
You'll see the replay here. That's a good tackle.
Great tackle.
Oh my gosh. My gosh. I'm sorry, Matt. I'm sorry, Matt, but that is a tackle.
Well, the referees are human too. And what a defensive play. Silva looking for Quintana against Justin Stinson. Pulled down, and there's the whistle. I think it's just going to be a drop ball. Yep.
Woo. I'm telling you.
8:02 left in the game.
Don't go anywhere.
4-3 leading, narrow lead.
What a drop ball that was. That wasn't a drop ball, it was like a push ball. I'm going to have to talk to these referees about drop balls after this game, and I won't charge them for that either. I'll offer my free services.
Palmer back to... and here's DeLima, way off. Tayu, defended by Ellis. Lovegrove now is getting involved. Tayu finds Palmer. Palmer. Stinson. And Stinson's able to turn. Stinson with an opportunity. Rio Ramirez steps in front of it. Again, another great defensive play. And Valadez collects it. Valadez has an opportunity one-on-one, and he goes wide right. Ball not out of play, though. Ortiz.
That was an opportunity went by, didn't it?
Rio Ramirez,
Valadez with the breakaway. He's going to want that one back. I thought maybe he should have a little more placement instead of power. DeLima came out to cut the angle down, so he just dink it like a shootout.
Ortiz pestered by Goncalves. And wanted Gamboa, but Tayu way up, trying to cut it off. Watch out, Tayu. Some of those passes. Stinson trying to break away, wasn't able to. Here is Tayu. Mike Jones on the defense again. a giveaway there. Gonzalez collects it back, though.
Power backside.
Gonzalez looking for a chance. Off the wall and out of play, out of harm's way by Robert Palmer. Good defensive play there again. Julio Varela. Christian Quintana.
It's a long 6 minutes to go, buddy.
Ellis. Anthony Powell. Back to Ellis. Christian Quintana wants the man to come to him. Mendez. Sebastian gets it. Oh, and way far back for Christian Quintana. It's a little miss hit there by the rookie. Quintana finds Varela. Defended by Tayu. Varela turns. Varela. Mendez.
Good possession. Good ball move by the Sidekicks. Keep possession. Changing with possession. All the simple things. You want to play mistake-free with a lead.
Cameron Brown now. Cisse on his back. All the way back to Juan Gamboa. Plays it up to Varela. A little heel tap there. Oh, and a great play by Alvarado back to
really
De Lima.
Smooth, really smooth.
Man, heavy play. Tayu now, defended by Ellis. Ellis gets in front of it. Mangana. Excuse me, Perez. Alvarado to Cisse. Nestor Hernandez. Back to Cisse. Tayu. 4:57 left in the game.
It's getting, you can feel it tense, can't you? You can feel it tense and you can cut it, man. You can cut it with a knife right now.
Palmer. Looking for, Rio Ramirez gets it. Romero has it. Varela. Uh-oh, misstep. Juan Gamboa way out. Juan Gamboa uses his left foot.
Good safe decision. Good safe decision.
He's got it out of harm's way. And the one-timer and off the wall, and there is Juan Gamboa to collect. Finding Anthony Powell on the right side. Powell will circle back. And pestered by Stinson. Gonzalez.
Yeah, the Fury are going to start pressing over higher now. 4 minutes to go.
Mike Jones, the long ball finds Lovegrove. Lovegrove settles it. Good ball there. Oh, De Lima jumps in front of it. Great thought by Lovegrove.
Yeah, he tried to find Gonzalez on that streak.
Stinson looking for Tayu. Tayu one time. Oh, my goodness, wide left.
What a good save. I think Gamboa saved that.
Did he? Oh, my.
I think he did.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks, partner. Topete, it's an awkward angle for us up here.
We might call timeout. Here we go.
Yeah, wants the timeout. 3:33 left in the fourth quarter. Sidekicks leading 4-3. Come back right after these messages.
And do not go away.
Right now, businesses need more than encouraging words of support or hashtags of solidarity. Hope won't solve the economic challenges. Businesses need business. And that's what Comerica Bank is here to do. Lead business back. At Comerica, we're providing millions in resources to help drive business to our communities. To find out how Comerica can help your local business, visit comerica.com/business.
And welcome back to the Allen Event Center, where the Dallas Sidekicks lead the Ontario Fury 4-3. And Eddie, you had some keys to the game, my friend. What were they?
Well, the biggest one for the Sidekicks was stay out of the penalty box. They've managed to do that for the most part. However, Ontario, with 16 penalty minutes, has given the Sidekicks a chance to get back in this game.
And they are 0 for 5, unfortunately, on
They
the
didn't
power
score,
play.
however, they created enough momentum and a rhythm that led to a goal shortly after they killed it. So,
But, and certainly when you're playing down a man, you can't go down and score, can you?
Absolutely,
Right?
absolutely.
So Eddie, the Oracle Puskarich, once again doing his thing, calling plays like you've been doing this for years.
So
and years
Ontario
and years.
called timeout. They're still going with DeLima in goal. I imagine they'll go another minute, maybe minute and a half before they pull their 6th attacker. Let's see what Coach Norberg has whipped up here for this last couple of minutes here.
Yeah, now how important is it to stay out of the penalty box?
If you get a penalty, chances are you might get cut from this team.
Oh, no.
Or fined or both.
Here's Tayu, defended by Silva, Stinson, Cisse.
A big dose of discipline is needed here right now for the Dallas.
Silva, good defense there. Oh, but Tayu collects. Goncalves back to Cisse.
Dallas cannot sit, though. They just can't sit and defend for 3 minutes.
Just a deep dish down to Tayu. Sorry, partner.
No, you're good. You're good. I was saying Dallas can't defend. They got to keep playing.
Tayu unable to turn again by Silva. Here's Pacheco. Calvis, Pacheco, and David Ortiz gives it away in the middle.
Right away,
Stinson.
give it away, yeah.
Pacheco again, nice move. Stinson, Pacheco, Ontario, little thing building here.
Here comes the 6th attacker. Here he comes. They're waving him off.
Tayu turning. Tayu is turned, and there's the shot. Goes across. Nobody there. Stinson maintains possession. De Leon now. De Leon, second in the league with game-winning goals. De Leon, the shot blocked by David Ortiz. Rio Ramirez pulled down, and that is going to be a foul. I believe
it is a foul, and it's a bench warning, team warning for. You'll see how he pulls him down here real quick. But then he kicks the ball away to get DeLima back on the field. The referee did call that. You see the delay sign for the whole team.
Yeah, delay of game is a big one too. Jamie Lovegrove going long, looking for Cody Ellis on Goncalves. It bounces and DeLima's there.
And he'll come off right away as well too, I imagine. Here he comes.
Palmer.
Win possession, here comes DeLima.
1:53 left in the game. Goncalves, and it's number 11, Topete, as the 6th man. Topete, back to Goncalves.
140, Matt.
Palmer again.
Yeah, watch out for Stinson here, lurking right in between the defenders there.
De Leon.
He's going to find that seam for a quick shot.
De Leon across, and there's Mike Jones with the block, not allowing
that's why he's second in the league in blocks.
Indeed. Topete, Goncalves, and a little misdirect there. Tayu able to maintain possession. Palmer in the middle. Oh, and the one-timer just missing high and wide. Tayu maintaining possession. 1 minute left. David Ortiz steps in front of it, clears it out, but maintained by Topete. Goncalves, 50 seconds left. Mike
Saints are going crazy. Good press there.
Topete, here's Palmer. Topete again.
I like how Dallas is stepping up. They're making
Stinson with a shot. High and left. 37.7 seconds left in the game.
See, I disagree.
Will get a much-needed change.
And they should call timeout to rest a little bit here, so they can set up their back.
They are going to do that.
Good.
Indeed.
I'm a little bit surprised, though, that the Fury put DeLima back into the net with only 37 seconds. You know, this is a massive game. 37 seconds is keeping the Sidekicks from clinching a playoff spot.
Playoffs, and let's look at the Central Division standings right now. Kansas City leading 38 points, Sidekicks 30, Wave 25, St. Louis 25. So you can see there, you know, coming in, by the way, this is coming into today.
Yep.
So you can see they're 3 down there. You know, they're
yeah, and St. Louis just lost, so now the Wave has the upper hand.
There
They play Kansas City tomorrow. And KC plays tonight, so the Waves should have KC won already. So now Milwaukee is rested. KC has to travel after playing tonight to Milwaukee tomorrow, I believe, for an early start. That's going to be a tough requirement for Kansas City. So Milwaukee is probably licking their chops to get them at their home building.
Kansas City beat the Ambush 7-3 earlier today. So yeah, Kansas City pulling ahead, and St. Louis now fighting for their playoff life, as are these Ontario Fury, who, as you mentioned before, they're going to be facing Chihuahua and the Florida Tropics.
They got San Diego, and then the Florida Tropics.
There you go.
Two of the top 3 teams, and they've got to get 5 points somehow. Combination of wins and other teams losing. So it's a massive 37 seconds here.
Yeah, and you can't overlook the fact that Dallas started this game down 0-3 and have stormed back with 4 unanswered goals.
It was the DeLima show in the beginning that shut out the Sidekicks, and now Gamboa has shut out the Fury after they scored 3 goals. He's given them nothing since then.
Well, 37.7 seconds left in the game. Buckle up, kids.
A lot of veterans on. A lot of veterans on the field. Lovegrove's on. Quintana's on.
And there's
good press. Good press. Get as much time as you can.
Pete's going to just pick it up and take the timeout. Oh, man.
That's okay. Wasted 10 seconds. 12 seconds, actually. Now the Fury gets to restart with 25 seconds.
25.8 seconds.
This is MASL action. I hope our viewers on Twitch are enjoying this,
Twitch has got to be going crazy.
Holy
cow. I mean, if you haven't ever watched this sport, you know, this is the type of game you're going to get. You know, soccer, typically, outdoor soccer, you have lower scoring games. Obviously, you know, 7 points here today, goals, excuse me, but still.
Yeah, we've had 12-11, 10-9.
Yeah.
I tell you what, though, for a 4-3 game, this is action-packed.
Oh, my God.
I mean, we had shots like crazy, power plays, and we got 6 attackers. You got both teams are fighting for their playoff life, and I can't say it enough. Dallas wins, they are in.
Win, and they're in, and the Dallas Sidekicks wanting to punch their card.
I'd like to see Dallas have all veterans on right now to avoid any mishaps. They put 2 more seconds back on the clock, so 27.8. Crowd's on their feet. Good crowd here in Dallas.
Great crowd.
Hope the fans in Ontario are enjoying the game as well, too. Welcome everybody watching this game.
Here's the thing, too. You got to realize there's going to be a playoff game, at least one here at home. If you're not here right now, you got to watch these playoffs. Come to the arena and watch these games. They're awesome. 25 seconds left. And there's a header. Here's De Leon back to Stinson. De Leon all the way across to Pete.
15 seconds.
The shot. Oh, and Juan Gamboa collects it. And he's going to throw it long, looking for David Ortiz. If he can outrun Pete does not. He collects it.
Good pressure.
No foul. The ball bounces.
That'll do it. Playoff. Can you say playoffs? Here we come. Woo, what a game. And what a team the Fury have. Holy cow, I'm impressed with this team.
Every player out there just grasping everything left out on the field. I mean, these players are going crazy. The fans are excited.
Fans on their feet. Cheerleaders going nuts. Wow. Holy cow, what a game. What an absolute brilliant game. Playoffs. Woo!
You really got to give it to the Fury. What a fight they had in them today. Definitely a team that I don't want to face them.
Oh, no kidding.
Oh, my God. No kidding. So the Dallas Sidekicks are going to go to 11-11-1. And the Fury drop to 9-11-2. So the Sidekicks now have 33 points in the bracket and are going to go to the run to the playoffs. And chase after that one is tough. Really got to
What an absolute, I'm exhausted. I'm absolutely shattered. I didn't have to touch the ball.
And you got to look at this because scoring is who's who. Mr. Hernandez, 2 goals to start the game. He's certainly carried his way, right? Absolutely. Springtime, you chipping in a second. Anthony Powell gets his first goal. What a first goal of the season. And chime in, assisted by Christian Quintana in the second. And the third, David Ortiz, assisted by Anthony Powell. Jamie Loveland in the third. And Sebastian Mendez assisted there. And then Cameron Brown, the umbrella. Cameron, frankly, maybe that goal of the week here. We're going to see
Game-winning goal.
Game-winning goal.
Again, game-tying goal. Jamie Loveland. Game-winning goal. Cameron Brown. Veterans. Big players play in big games. And you saw some of the sidekicks, some of the pictures, some of the two returning sidekicks players. It's a fraternity of soccer players. Both teams fight like crazy during the game and after the game. We got mad respect for this series.
Yeah, and shots ended up Dallas 16 to Ontario 11. So Dallas out shooting Ontario. And hey, we got to talk to somebody. Laura Sadler has Cameron Brown. Laura, what do you got for us?
I don't think anyone is surprised to see Cameron Brown here as our man of the match. You had the game winner, and you made it a fun one to watch. Walk us through that play from your point of view.
Yeah, I think it happened in a flash. I knew Jamie was going to take the player on and get a shot off, and we've been talking about just going back post, so I kind of went back post, collided with the keeper a little bit. He saved it. Varela shot the ball, and I was kind of just down on my back. I got up, and, I kind of just knew I could get my head on it, and I tried to aim it towards goal, and, thank God it went in. I actually didn't even see it go in until I heard all the people cheering, so once I heard them cheering, I saw the ball finally bounce in the net, but I didn't even see it cross the line, so I just tried to go for it to get it in the net to help the team.
That goal sealed the game for the win. It also punched your ticket into the playoffs. What a season you guys have had. A lot of coaching changes, player changes. Talk about this season and what it's meant for you.
Yeah, I mean, as a team, from the second I got here, I got into the season obviously 3 games in. They made the coaching change right away. But for me, I mean, I've been so impressed with this group. A lot of young guys, a lot of guys on 1 year or 2 years in the league. And then obviously we brought back a lot of experience. So it's what you need in a good team. You need a bit of experience and a bit of energy, some youth in it. And so, we always knew we had the potential. From the second I stepped onto the first practice, I knew that this team could be a playoff team for sure. So I'm just happy to do my part, whatever that may be. Tonight, luckily I haven't had the best of season stats-wise, but it went in. But it's not me, it's the team, it's everybody on this team that competes. The 4-3 was as much a team victory as I've ever seen. So.
Well, congratulations on the big win and a fantastic goal. Good luck in the postseason.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All right, Matt and Eddie, back to you.
Thanks, Laura. Thanks, Cameron. Congratulations, playoff-bound Cameron
baby.
Brown.
Playoffs, baby. Playoffs, baby.
Tonight's final score, Dallas Sidekicks 4 and Ontario Fury 3. Be sure to follow the playoff-bound Sidekicks on Twitch at Dallas Sidekicks and on Twitter at GoSidekicks. You can also check us out online at DallasSidekicks.com and on Facebook and Instagram at GoSidekicks Official. For Eddie Puskarich, Laura Sadler, and the entire playoff-bound crew, I'm Matt Thornton saying good night from Allen, Texas.
See you in the playoffs, baby.
Can you at least pick it up?
Right now, businesses need more than encouraging words of support or hashtags of solidarity. Hope won't solve the economic challenges. Businesses need business. And that's what Comerica Bank is here to do. Lead business back. At Comerica, we're providing millions in resources to help drive business to our communities. To find out how Comerica can help your local business, visit comerica.com/business.